this is nachos and dip. I love nachos, specifically from various restaurants I go to. I love restaurants. So we are gonna prepare our avocados. We're gonna cut them up. Okay, I'll be real about this. I have never had avocado, but what's with today's generation, what's their obsession with putting avocados on toast? Like, I never genuinely understood that. It's like, literally taking a vegetable that we used to make guacamole with. Oh, we still make guacamole with, and you're adding it to something that just doesn't sound right, I don't think. I'm sorry, I may be biased when it comes to avocados on toast, but that's just my opinions on it. And by the looks of it, it looks like we're making guacamole. I think first and foremost, we need to chop the cilantro. We need the pulp of the avocado. This, we need salt. Cumin. Right here. And we need some cayenne pepper. Because we gotta make it a little bit spicy. Because it is guacamole. Then we need diced onion. We need the tomato that we chopped up. We need cilantro. And we need minced garlic. And then we're gonna take a lime and we're gonna squeeze it. Another lime. We're gonna squeeze the juice out of it, and then we got our delicious guacamole. And we refrigerated for 1 hour. Forgot to mention that part. Chopped tomato. We're making salsa now. We need onion, minced garlic. Mix that well, actually we need peppers. Then we need serrano chili pepper, jalapeno, and then we need the rest of the chopped cilantro and the lime juice. Make sure that's all nice and mixed. Salt and pepper, and mix that up nice and good. Okay, hear me out. I only like salsa when it has a bit of like that juice like to it. And like, this is coming from someone who went to like a couple of Mexican restaurants. Like, I like it when they have a bit of a juice. Like, so that way I don't have to eat too much. Alright, we salt up the nachos. Shake them all up. We salt them again. We're making them out of tortillas. I love the chips that you get at like various Mexican restaurants. Like specifically the ones I talk about are Casa de Tequila and El Mogue, which we have over here in Missouri. It is wondrous. Alright, so we have our nachos. We need to put our guac into a bowl. And we need to put our salsa in a bowl. We need to top that off, and we put a lime there. And that's our nachos. How did I get 3 stars on it? We got 4 stars, 3,810 points. We did alright, I think. Ignoring the obvious Christmas music. Alright, so we are making Napoleon pastries. We need vanilla pudding. I never tried like Napoleon pastries before, but I mean, I imagine they're pretty good, I guess. Alright, so we need milk. We need vanilla pudding. We mix that up nice and good. Why am I hearing Joy to the World in the background? And you guys are probably not hearing it because I have the music over it again. There we go. We have to cut the puff pastry. I've seen someone, and this was back in when I was watching baking championships and whatnot, but I saw someone make like a Thanksgiving themed like Napoleon pastry, and it was just really long. There you go. You need just those pastry sheets, or just those puff pastry. Gotta put them on a wire rack. Put each little one on the wire rack. There you go. I have no clue why they're called Napoleon pastry. Is it just because like they're shaped like they are topped off like Napoleon? That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of on the top of my head. Alright, we need a delicious pudding. Strawberries. We need another. We need more pudding. And then we need this. And then we're gonna take pudding. More strawberries. Pudding. Strawberries. And then puff pastry. And we're gonna take a serving plate. Put some powdered sugar on top of these. And then we drizzle chocolate on cha-cha slide. We put chocolate on top. And then we do that. And that's our Napoleon pastries. I got 4 stars with a score of 3,180. It's the same as last time. This is Paella. So also, I swore I heard this music a bunch of times. I can probably show you guys what I'm talking about, like, once I get done here. I heard it, like, I think in a very old YTP, or just, like, very old YouTube videos back then, where they would just have, like, the, a standard soundtrack to everything, I guess. There we go. Chorizo. We need chorizo. Here, let me... Does anyone recognize that? Because I do. Like, that is an easily recognizable tune for me, because I watched, like, a YTP with that. With that kind of music. It was a collab of, it was a collab that they usually do for Michael Wilson's birthday. And I think it was a re-uploaded one, because it contains some really graphic things. And also some copyrighted soundtracks back in the day. Garlic. We need tomatoes. Short grained rice. I have never made paella before, by the way. It's saffron, paprika, and then we need milk. Or cream, actually. Or stock, I guess. I had never in my life made paella, but I know that it's basically just like a seafood platter of sorts with rice and whatever. You put squid rings on there, and you put peas on top. A little bit of salt and pepper. Put foil over there. Set that off. Take that off. We put parsley on top, and then we put some lemon wedges on top. And that's our delicious paella. Got 5 stars and a score of 4,150. That's actually not too bad.
Blows up pancakes with mine.
My fucking pancakes.
We are doing pancakes. I love pancakes. But we're doing 4 types this time. It's the same thing as the macaroons and the fruit smoothies, but we're making buttermilk pancakes first, which are my absolute favorite for breakfast. I love buttermilk pancakes, and especially when I go to like a breakfast restaurant or whatever, I would just go for those first with a side of bacon. I love bacon. There we go, and then we put baking soda in there, so the pancake can rise. I keep seeing this like thing on my timeline, or just like wherever in social media. But what is the deal with fluffy pancakes? Like I've seen those online, and they're like big. They're like big, 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 and I'm worried they may be like raw in the middle sometimes. But it's like souffle pancakes or something. You guys have probably no idea what I'm talking about, but low-fat buttermilk. I just want to learn how to like make just my own pancakes. Just buttermilk. Probably sounds a lot better that way, actually. Alright, so we made our mix. We need cooking spray. We need that, and we need a ladle. We're gonna set this on, set down our cooking spray, and then we're gonna scoop our batter on there. Right there. And then we gotta wait 3 minutes until they're nice and golden on the bottom. And then we scoop these. And we repeat the same process. Set the off. There we go. And we need maple syrup. We need butter. We need strawberries. We're gonna put maple syrup on top. We're gonna put butter. Melt that nice and good. And there you go. Buttermilk pancakes. We're gonna do banana pancakes, which I actually made before. The banana pancakes, I will say, I'm not a big fan of banana, but, I mean, if you guys are, then, I mean, I won't judge. It's just, banana is, like, one of those things where it's just, like, it just tastes really awful to me. Because it's a texture thing, and it's also the sweetness of the banana just doesn't really sit right with me. Alright, so we're adding peanut butter to this? Why are we adding peanut butter? Unless it's like meant to be like an Elvis Presley kind of like pancake, I guess, where we're adding peanut butter sandwiches, banana. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. So now we need chopped banana, we need vanilla extract, and milk. Alright, so we're putting vanilla in there. Mix that up nice and good. And we need a banana. Mix that up. Yeah, that looks lumpy. Alright, and we're doing the same thing as we did with the previous pancakes, where we just make 4 of them. Sorry, I'm just still waking up, everyone. We need chocolate syrup and we need sliced banana. So we're gonna put chocolate on there. I'm gonna put bananas. And would you look at that? Banana pancakes. Now, before this one, I'm gonna go grab water. I am very thirsty right now. And I'm very parched. So the next one we're doing here is blueberry pancakes. I've actually tried making blueberry pancakes before, and I did this with whole blueberries. And, blueberries are, like, they're fine if they're dry, but it's like, I don't like eating whole ones. Whole ones are very sour. They're not sweet at all. Which, you would think that, but, I mean, not really. baking powder. Gotta put that in there. Sugar, confectioner sugar actually. Mix that up nice and good. We got that batter. Then we need low-fat butter, and we need low-fat buttermilk, and eggs in a bowl. We're gonna put egg, buttermilk, and we need milk. Mix that up. We got our eggs. Dry ingredients mixed with the wet ingredients. And then we need a spatch. We're repeating the same process, but this time we're adding blueberries to it. So we're doing pancake. I think there was one time when I made pancakes back in high school. But the funny thing was that we were making pancakes with whatever on it, so it had like sprinkles or something. I remember this back in high school, but we had these Halloween pancakes, or like these Halloween sprinkles that we just topped on our pancakes when we were baking them. And the funny thing is that when you put the sprinkles on the other side, it would just become this globby, like, black mess, and it's just like, what is that? And it's just like, it's the sprinkles. We put too many on there. Yeah, like, one of our teachers was worried, is like, what is that? And it's like, it's the sprinkles. It's just, you made a big old mess on there. Yeah. Blueberries and maple syrup. I mean, this is a me thing, but I wouldn't put whole blueberries on there, maybe, but, I mean, up to you, I guess. Last one is chocolate chip pancakes, which actually sound really freaking good. I think I tried chocolate chip pancakes once before, but that was probably back when I was... No, it's waffles! Chocolate waffles, actually. I tried chocolate waffles like back in Gulf Shores, because they had a Waffle House over there, and usually Waffle Houses are not that common over here. Alright, so we need cinnamon, we need salt, we need confectioner sugar, we need a bowl, we need a whisk. There you go. That dude. Put cinnamon on there. Then that's salt. We mix it up nice and good. This is a little weird how we made the wet ingredients versus the dry ingredients. We need our delicious chocolate chips. I'm actually a bit hungry for the chocolate chips right now, or just chocolate chip cookies. Alright, so we need... This is literally the same thing we're doing before. There we go. And then we need chocolate chips, we need whipped cream, we need a ladle, we need a spoon, we need powdered sugar. So we're gonna put a little bit of powdered sugar on top. Some whipped cream, always good, and then some chocolate chips. And there you go, chocolate pancakes. And I think we did pretty good.
What the hell?
Alright, so this is Panna Cotta. I've seen Panna Cotta from various cooking shows online, but I know that Panna Cotta is like this sunken, like, dessert, I guess, where you add a fruit to it, and it's like, I don't know what that is. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying Panna Cotta for one, but I mean, This is something that I'm very unfamiliar with. Alright, so we're gonna cut up mangoes. And then we put that with the kiwi. And we cut up strawberries. Delicious, delicious strawberries. There we go. There we go. And last little strawberry. There we go. We need to prepare strawberry sauce. So we need to take these, we put them on a tray, warm these suckers up for 20 minutes. That's my mom in the garage. Alright, so we take these strawberries and then we blend them up into a nice sauce. Then we turn that sucker on, set the medium, get these into the pot so that way they're nice and steaming. We need lemon juice, we need sugar, we need water, and we mix that up nice and good. Set that to low. We need more water to that, I guess. There we go. Mix that up nice and good. Yeah, that looks good. And we put our strawberry sauce in there. Now we have to make the panna cotta mixture, which is gelatin. We add that to the water. Mix that up nice and good. Set it on medium coconut milk. Oh, it is made of coconut. Woo! I think panna cotta can be like different flavors maybe, but I mean, I could be wrong about this. Mix up with the delicious coconut. We set that to off. We put the panna cotta out on the thing. Wait for it to cool. We need the gelatin mixture so it can thicken up. Then we put our panna cotta in there. Boink, and we chill it for 3 hours. And then we have to decorate and serve this little sucker. So we take our panna cotta, cut it out, make sure it's nice and firm. Boop. There we go. Now we need our strawberry sauce. Then we need kiwi and mango. We need that and then some blackberries. And there you go. I almost called it pavlova. Panna cotta. That's our panna cotta. 4,510 with 5 stars. I think we did relatively good. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye!